Okay, let me watch it real quick. Let's see. YouTube it up. It's a mini-series, TV. Right on. Let's see. On Amazonian, minute 46. That's a teaser. Okay.
It's a long teaser.
Yeah, November 25th. So Thanksgiving, you can get your nerd on.
Hells yeah.
Wow, that looked really good.
Right? That totally caught me off guard with how good it looked.
That
I mean,
message.
Ridley Scott executive producing, so you know it's going to be good.
At least he gave his go-ahead. Blade Runner mini series.
Right. You ready to get started? Right. Shit, what episode are we on?
Let me scroll up.
66.
66.
Okay, cool.
Oh, I can't wait till we hit 69 or in 67.
Yoo-hoo to all the yodeling younglings who are YOLOing yellow yams. This is episode 66 of the Geeqoid podcast, and we are almost done with the freaking alphabet for intros.
We'll just start over. We'll just start at A again. And then I'll be 26.
I don't know if I could do another 26 like that. We'll have to come up with a different idea. But this week has seen a ungodly amount of movie and show news. So Comic-Con is kicking off.
Comic-Con, yeah.
Well, it has kicked off already. We have the infamous Marvel Hall H content popping off tomorrow, the day after we record. And we had Odyssey come out this past weekend. That's doing gangbusters to nobody's surprise. And it's really just kind of putting all the haters to shame, I'd say.
It's now leading. It's an R-rated movie, and it's the only thing that ever got top sales for R-rated movies was Deadpool, and Odyssey beat Deadpool.
Wow. Okay. And people are just like clamoring to go see it in IMAX too, to the point
that's how it was shot.
Yeah,
kind of
to
crazy.
the point where like you look out weeks in advance. So I was looking at going to a 7:45 a.m. showing 2 weeks from now, and the theater was almost sold out.
Golly, really?
Yeah, it's Saturday morning. It's insane. So I don't. Clay reached out. He's like, "You guys, I really want to go see this." And Rachel and I are like, "I just don't know how we're going to make that happen with two kids who are very young. It's not like we can just get a babysitter and just leave them because it's just it's chaos all the time." So I don't know how we're going to make it work. I really want to see it. TBD if we'll make that happen. But yeah, great reviews. The press tour has just been a nonstop onslaught. Honestly, it's just bombarding you from all sides. Elon Musk says he wants to make his own accurate version, but
oh my God, whatever.
It just seems like he's just trying to stay relevant.
Stay in your lane, whatever lane that is this day and age.
Yeah, who knows? But yeah, I don't know if there's too much to add about the Odyssey. Do you just want to start talking about maybe the Marvel trailers that we've seen? We've had Doomsday and Spider-Man Brand New Day both drop within hours of each other. And I mean, Doomsday, let's just dive right into it, because Doomsday, I got all sorts of goosebumps watching that trailer. I got so amped. I'm so pumped for this movie. But the rumor mill and the theorizing of what could possibly happen has just been on overdrive across the internet. And it's honestly fun to just tune into some of these wild theories as to how the movie's going to play out and how it's going to lead up to Secret Wars. I don't know if you have any favorites.
No, what I am going to do, I should have done it before the podcast, but I need to catch myself up on the original story that the comic book followed, which is, oh my God, let me go to YouTube because I saved the video, Battle World. So I need to catch up and at least understand the basic premise that they're taking it from. The only thing I can say is Doom is way more powerful than Thanos thanks to tech and witches, because he has magic.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's also been some other things about
Doctor Strange. Put Doctor Strange and Fantastic Four as Reed Richards and put them together, and that is Dr. Victor Von Doom. Also, hey, if you got a last name like Doom, don't you think he's going to be a bad guy? Just a guess there.
Yeah, I don't think he starts the movie as a bad guy. What
That's
we've
what I'm
heard
saying.
is, and what I suspect is the storyline is that Doom's family was probably killed by an incursion, and he's looking to stop the incursions. And the incursions are the result of the anchor being dying in that universe. And we know Tony Stark was probably the anchor being in Earth 616, and so potential incursion happening there. Probably another one happening in the Fantastic Four universe, and that's where we start seeing these crossovers. And it sounds like what they're trying to do is put an end to all the multiversal shenanigans because it's gotten a little out of control, and they want to set up really one singular storyline going forward post Secret Wars.
And I think one singular universe.
Yeah, which I think would be very smart.
Yeah, it got a little hectic there the last 5 years.
It almost felt like Looney Tunes at times. Just people teleporting in and out from different universes, and but it sounds like they've got a docket planned out through 2042.
Yeah, that's nuts, man.
Yeah,
that he has some kind of a blueprint of what movies, and now again, like he's doing more of the movie side, somebody else is doing the TV side, which is good because he's already doing too much. But that he has some kind of a roadmap till 2042. Golly.
And he did admit that one of his deepest regrets is not getting the Blade movie off the ground with Mahershala Ali. And I am also very disappointed that did not happen.
Yeah, I can't remember, but he's kind of past the age prime too. They're like, oh, shoot, missed our opportunity. Because he would have been great.
You think so?
I think he's like 60.
What? No, there's no way.
57? Do a Google. That's what I'm trying to do. I don't even know how to spell his name.
So we had Doomsday. We had the new Spider-Man trailer, which looks just like a whole heck of a lot of fun as a movie. But I'm a little curious how it's going to lead into Doomsday. I mean, it's a huge setup, but nothing in the trailer really kind of led me to any conclusions.
No. Well, are you talking the Spider-Man trailer? No. There's supposed to be a post-credit after the fact, and we still don't know what. I mean, we pretty much know she's Jean Grey, but Sadie Sink. They have kept her out of everything, posters even. So very curious, because in Doomsday you definitely see all the old the old X-Men crew
putzing around,
and how they're going to reset that, I guess, is going to get brought up somehow in Doomsday and then in Secret Wars. But I'm curious how they're going to reset. They're already doing some alleged new casting for Magneto and Professor X.
I mean,
and I think one of them is one of the many brothers, Nordic.
What, one of the Skarsgård? Okay. I wouldn't be mad about that.
No, I wouldn't either.
In other,
well, I'm just going to name them all out, and then we talk about them. Dune 3 trailer, which looks crazy. He looks like a mad emperor of the universe. Clayface, which we just watched. Resident Evil, you watched, I did not. Blade Runner 2099 miniseries coming to Amazon Prime November 25th. And then Avatar Aang, The Last Airbender, premiering tomorrow, Saturday, July 25th on Paramount Plus.
Yeah, well, I think we need to stick with the comic book movies, probably wrap that up, because Clayface looks really, really dark. And I love it. I mean, it's coming out October. So perfect timing.
I love watching these trailers. So like Doomsday just kind of shows mainly like most of the cast you're going to see. However, there's heavy rumors that during Hall H, we're going to learn about other characters that might have not been in that video from a year ago where it was just all the chairs.
Yeah.
One of them being the Hispanic guy who plays Namor. He was in this newest trailer, and I was like, oh, I don't remember him having one of those chair seats, so good on you.
I hardly remember him at all. That's how forgettable the last Black Panther movie was.
I liked him. I thought he did a great job. But this Clayface, usually a first trailer is just kind of like a montage. And then the second trailer gives you a little bit more depth as to what the story might be. And this one definitely does it. He gets messed up and kind of wants revenge on everyone and everything who hurt his reputation and his life. Very end, Eric, my favorite part, you see this little glimpse of him transforming into the DC Clayface that we all know. 7 foot tall, broad shoulders, giant arms. I'm like, ooh, looking good.
Yeah, I mean, they had to do that. Can't have a skinny Clayface. That's just don't make no sense.
Ooh, that one scene where he was cutting his own skin in the airplane was like, whoa. I creeped out a little bit.
Yeah, it looks really good. I was trying to say that it's such a departure from Supergirl.
Yeah, this is very body horror.
Yeah, because James Gunn's DC universe has been very lighthearted up until this point. So it's good to see that they're adding some variety, and maybe we'll also get some darkness with Swamp Thing.
God, I hope so, man. I'm so looking forward to anything Swamp Thing. What a cool character that's had its own evolution from other writers. And oh my gosh, I think Morrison really wrote the darkest, most in-depth version of Swamp Thing.
Yeah.
Really made him into something that is just creepy and cool all at the same time.
Speaking of darkness, Resident Evil looks like a fantastic fright fest. And you can see Zach Krieger's fingerprints all over it. So if you are a fan of Barbarian or Weapons or any of his previous work, that's gonna be one to watch.
Yeah, and the first trailer, fans weren't as keen, fans, but this trailer kind of turned those people around.
Yeah,
really seeing like what the classic Resident Evil that like you're scraping by with, your inventory and your equipment, and so yeah, it really is kind of honing in on that scary element of what Resident Evil has always been.
Yeah, but I think he's also been given plenty of latitude to do whatever he needs to make a blockbuster horror movie, which is what he's known for. So, man, so many movies.
His cinematography is so good. It's really good. Yeah, there's so many good movies, man. I mean, hey, I called it earlier this year when we did our big, I think it was back in January, when we just rambled through for an hour. Good, man.
Okay. Do we want to talk Dune 3? That's probably the biggest one on this list.
Yeah, just real quick. Spider-Man Brand New Day, the last trailer came out, and we kind of already understood the story. It just gives a little bit more heart and emotion to it with him and MJ and his friend that I can't remember. It still is not giving you see the Hand, you see Scorpion, you see this other bad guy that is somehow telepathically freezing
Dune
people.
3. I don't know how you got to Spider-Man.
Well, I said I wanted to talk Spider-Man real quick. And so I'm still extremely curious what the story is for Brand New Day and who the real bad guy is. But that'll come out next week, July 31st. And so then we'll all get to find out. Dune 3.
Go for it. You want me to go for it?
Yeah. You're more into it than I am. I watched the trailer.
I watched the trailer too, but I also I feel like we're getting to the point in the stories where I am not as familiar with the actual story.
Book.
I mean, we're getting off Arrakis and just doing full-on galactic conquest at this point. So it looks like your quintessential badass sci-fi movie, but Denis is really turning up the action. I don't know how that was even possible because the previous two were already packed.
And the drama. The drama was intense. So from what I gather is that in the books and then in this movie, he turns into what he never wanted to. He turns into his own worst enemy. And now he's basically the emperor for the entire universe. And it's kind of gone to his head that he is the greatest thing since sliced bread. And so now I think you're seeing Momoa and Zendaya and other characters figure out how to either help their friend and shift him back or secretly go against him.
Yeah, I
Zendaya,
think
the one clip of Zendaya and her trying to like talk to him, I was like one of the best that I've seen her just really emotionally get into and portray as her character. I was really impressed.
Yeah, and then also like a schism in the Bene Gesserit, so the religious witch group, if you will, that kind of has a shadowy hand behind all of the Empire's machinations. That part was really compelling as well, just kind of like the political side. I think we might get a little bit more of that, which I'm pumped for. But yeah,
it's funny you say that because witches are also part of Doom's little entourage. And currently at Comic-Con, there is a model of one of the witches and
Latvian witch.
Latvian witch, and they look cool.
I mean, they look like a proper Doom follower.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Blade Runner.
This was sleeping on my list, and I didn't realize.
Same.
Well, I guess the teaser came out an hour before we recorded this. So we watched it real fast, and man,
my God, I am so in.
Ridley Scott executive producing, and it looks like. I mean, it looks like the 2049 just amped up a little bit more, and
a lot of money.
Yeah, a lot of money into it. I mean, also probably a lot of green screens. But it does look like a lot of fun if you're into Cyberpunk, which I know we are, and I'm sure a lot of the people listening are.
And Blade Runner, I think.
The Blade Runner universe is just really compelling on its own. Just replicants versus humans, and what does it mean to be human, et cetera, et cetera.
And it sounds like the replicants are really taking more of a charge, and so the humans are almost like, it almost sounds like mass extinction. I was like, ooh. And a main female character, and a main female antagonist by Michelle Yeoh.
Exactly, yeah. And I didn't recognize the actress who's playing the lead.
Didn't either.
I mean, she, for a second I thought it was Mia Goth, but I don't think it is.
You Googling?
I am.
Okay. I will pause my Google.
Hunter Schafer.
It's a cool name.
Yeah. She is known for... she's in Euphoria. Okay.
Oh.
And Hunger Games, Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes.
Oh. Okay. Katie owns all of those movies.
Yeah. So she is a known quantity, I guess. Just I was sleeping on that. So... but yeah, moving right along, do we want to talk about some predictions for Hall H coming Saturday evening at 5:30 p.m.? Is that Eastern time?
Yes. No, I think that is California.
Cali time, okay. So he's teased that he has a blueprint for Marvel releases up to the year 2042, which is a decade 36? And a half. But all the best laid plans. I'm sure there'll be some twists.
Yeah, and he's coming off this a week before Spider-Man, so I'm sure they're really going to push that. He's coming in right after doing their initial teaser trailer for Doomsday. Gosh, man, what do you think he's going to talk about or showcase for an hour from 5:30 to 6:30?
Well, I think there's some pretty safe bets. Maybe a Vision Quest trailer debut.
Highly anticipated, and rumors from other people have said they have watched the whole series, and it is astronomically just beautiful. It's such a good story.
Really? Okay. I'm pumped. I wasn't sure what to take of it because I wasn't sure how I felt about this new version of Vision and what they were going to do, but okay. It's good to hear that people are reacting positively.
And the two main actors, the guy who voiced Ultron will be returning, and then the main actor who was Jarvis,
Paul Bettany.
Will be returning his role as well.
Awesome.
Both
I don't think you could do it without
great
him.
Actors. No.
And then I think we're going to get a look at Daredevil Born Again Season 3, which I don't know where they're going to go with it, because the ending of Season 2 saw Fisk just kind of going off to wherever. And I guess Daredevil his identity was exposed and he was in prison. So maybe he gets out of prison. I would have to imagine.
I mean, yeah,
otherwise it'd be really boring if he was in prison all the time.
You can't leave a superhero in prison, but Fisk has always been his main bad guy for years now, 5-6 years.
Yeah, but I mean, there's plenty of other villains that they could explore at this point, and maybe just put Fisk on the bench and bring him back at some point.
Could. Hand was always a big deal with Daredevil. They did it for a little bit. That's how we got, what's her name? I can't remember what the size, who died and came back.
So yeah, no idea where they're going to take it. I'm excited to see where they go because Daredevil is one of those kind of I mean, it's one of the OG series. It's just so good.
Well, they're talking about bringing the other cast members from the other series back too.
From the Defenders. Well, we've already seen Jessica was in. Well, Jessica and Luke Cage both were in it. I don't think they really have much appetite for Iron Fist.
But he's coming back. Oh, yeah? They're going to give him his spot again, the actor. So, okay. Yeah.
All right.
I mean, they never really did, what was it, Heroes for Hire, which was supposed to be those three. So maybe they do even just a miniseries on Heroes for Hire.
Okay. So potential's there. We might get some exclusive Doomsday footage. We'll get some more information about the rest of the cast, I would say, beyond the chair reveal.
Who do you think they're missing? They showed off Shang-Chi. They showed off Gambit, which was amazing to see him in there. Cool. They showed off Namor. Scarlet Witch? No? Yay? No? Yes? No?
If anything, I think she's going to be in there for a split second. I think she's going to probably play a larger role in Secret Wars, if anything.
Mm-hmm. And Spider-Man's part of Secret Wars, too. So I don't think he was part of Doomsday and the whole battle world, but he is in Secret Wars. That's where he gets the symbiote suit and da-da-da-da.
Yeah. So okay.
Do you think they talk about, because Midnight Suns?
No, because
Ghost Rider.
They need to have
Blade first.
Yeah, I think they have to have Blade figured out because he's such a crucial part of it.
Black Panther 3. That's if there's a prediction that's in my head. Yeah, they're going to do Black Panther 3, and Denzel Washington has already announced that he's a part of Black Panther 3.
I mean, that almost seemed inevitable.
He spilled the beans on that one.
And I think the final couple things that we might see are more.
I'd like to see a Shang-Chi 3. I'd like to. I don't know about a Doctor Strange. That was in my head, but I don't.
Well, I think we might get an X-Men movie cast.
Maybe
title, release date.
I put it on there. Yeah, they may do like a Bethesda where they just show X-Men and the font, and then that's it. Because I still think that's 2 to 3.
I mean, they've done that plenty of times before.
Yeah, I think that's 2 to 3 years out. And they're supposed to have something in between Doomsday and Secret Wars. And other than Vision Quest, I have no idea what is in between those two movies.
Yeah, a little light on the slate as of late. But there's also maybe a Nova movie confirmation and casting.
Oh man, I would love to see a Nova Corps. Yeah, and you bring in Cannonball, who was one of my favorite. He turned into X-Men and all that, but he was really an alien, part of that police force. But that would be cool. I'd love to see that. Was it Cannonball or was his name just Nova? I don't remember, but he was cool.
So, yeah.
I brought up Ryan Reynolds and then I kind of skipped around it. But Ryan Reynolds has openly said that he is working on a new Deadpool movie. But he also said, and he said several times before that he's done enough with Deadpool, so he's writing this next movie as an ensemble piece, and so he'll be more in the back and letting the others kind of take shape. But what that could be, X-Force, X-Factor, X-Men West Coast, I don't know. But anything Ryan Reynolds and Deadpool, I'm here forever. So
yeah, absolutely.
That is fine. During like the whole time that Marvel was trying to spit out movies, Deadpool was like their hit over and over again.
Right. Well, there you have it, folks. Our predictions of what to expect tomorrow at Hall H. So I guess I need to try and get this out before then.
Yeah. It'd be fun to, get this out. And then tomorrow we watch it and/or see, our phones blow up with notifications. And then we can talk next week and be like, well, this is what we were right and wrong about.
Yeah. We were this much off, which
would be great.
Yeah. Let's plan on doing that. I think there's going to be a decent amount of other news. I mean, AI doesn't sleep for too long. It's been a quiet week for AI.
Yes, surprisingly. And there's going to be other news from Comic-Con. It's not just, Marvel and Hall H. Yeah,
totally.
But, that's the big one. I'm trying to think.
And then you got Gen Con next weekend, too.
And then Gen Con, which I've already been getting notifications on, anticipated, what's releasing, what's rumored still. I would say the big game, if anybody wants to look this up, is a company called Bezier, Bezier. They usually do Ultimate Werewolf, so their mascot is the werewolf. And they collabed with a ton of other publishers to make a game called The Game Makers. And it's a big box, Euro-style worker placement with a cool wheel in the middle that determines how fast or how slow you get your workers back. But you're making the games. You're in the manufacturing. You are developing the game. You are then trying to take it to a warehouse to then get it shipped out across the planet. And the cards are actual covers of like hundreds of these real board games like Wingspan and Nemesis and Aliens. And so that's if you're going to go to a convention, that's the game to buy at a convention. A game about, getting to conventions and making games. So that's my hot one. The other one is Critical Role really, and their marketing team really last year just is pumping out a bunch of like extra content. And so a lot of people know of Codenames, the word party game, and they collabed with the Czech publisher CGE to make a cooperative version of Codenames with the Vox Machina characters. By the way, season 4, which is out right now on Amazon, so good. And then they also have some RPGs and some other board game related where their IP is stamped on. So Critical Role really getting out there and building even more buzz than they have ever had. Their second birth, their phoenix.
Nice. Yeah.
Like, look how much money we have. Let's make more.
I'm just going through everything else I have. All the game publishers have been quiet after the massive kerfluffles of the last week.
Yeah.
They rocked the boat enough. They don't want to capsize, so they've been very, very quiet.
PlayStation, I think, is still quiet about their 2028 move. TV shows. What's the one on Apple where it's like spooky, witchy, haunted, but written by the people who did Parks and Rec? Katie and I have been watching that. I think you were the one.
Widow's Bay?
Yeah, that's really good. If anybody
I want to watch that so bad.
Has Apple TV, that is definitely a funny and what the heck TV show. It's very good.
All right, there you have it. Also, there's the Rings of Power season 3 trailer debut. Haven't watched that yet.
I'm very excited. Very, very excited. Season 2 of the live action Last Airbender is out on Netflix, and it is. Katie never watched season 1, so we're starting from the beginning and watching that. And so
Nice.
It's such a good show. They did such a good job. So if you're not into cartoons, but you want it live action, which still the same story, do it that way. The actors are great, and the CGE is actually CGE. The CG is the board game company. CG is also really good.
All right, groovy. Anything else, or should we wrap? I
think we can wrap.
I got a newsletter to write because that's supposed to be going out today. So
today it is Friday the 24th, folks.
But please subscribe, do all the things. We have a lot of stuff coming over the next month, or in about a month's time, once Jarrad finally gets his ass out to Colorado and gets settled. And once
that should be. So next week will be This weekend is Comic-Con, which I will not be attending. Next weekend is Gen Con, which I will be attending. And I might have more news and some maybe collaborations with some publishers after
Groovy.
Gen Con. Yeah.
Okay.
And then on the curtails of Gen Con, we drive 16 hours west and then set up our base of operations, our temporary base of operations before new jobs
and house shopping.
And the temporary base while we go look for a house.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for tuning in. This has been yet another episode of the Geeqoid podcast. And be sure to tune in next week where Erik finishes the alphabet for intros.
26 episodes
on the letter
later.
Z. I don't know how I'm going to do that one. That's going to be a challenge.
I got Zeus and Zed and nope, xylophone's an X. Nope. Yeah. Xeon. Ooh, Xeon.
No, but Xeon starts with an X. Surprising.
Zion. Sorry.
Oh,
Zion starts with a Z, which is biblical for the beginning, I think.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you, everybody. From Erik and Senor Jarrad.
Mm-hmm. Geek out.
Geek out.
End of transmission.